Hey guys, I want to share with you some information regarding the treble counter. So if you look into this image here, currently in this patch 3.5 we have Vila, means you can trade Vila for 240 golden cassette and you will be able to obtain Vila. So if you plan your pools properly and you plan your golden cassette properly, you will be able to get some of this character without spending Unilogs. And two characters here that I really want to highlight is Tuesday and Jay. Okay? But here let me explain a little bit what is this golden cassette is about. Basically, you obtain this golden cassette when you get duplicate character when you are pulling for them. So if you are a new player, you may not have a lot of golden cassette, so that's quite unfortunate. You cannot plan much for this. But if you have been playing for a while or you have done quite a lot of pulls, you should have a little bit of duplicate here and there. So you should have some golden cassette in your storage. And here, some of this character will be several patch more. Okay, not currently, several patch more. So if you are planning to pull some of this coming up banners, you may have enough golden cassette to trade for one 6-star unit. And if you have a lot of golden cassette, you can even trade multiple copies of them. So to trade for a 6-star unit is 240 golden cassette. And I also need to mention this as well. There is the battery that you can buy with 60 golden cassettes. And 3 of that battery can trade one of the character from the camera. So usually the camera will feature Euphoria units. So you can also plan for that because it's cheaper to get it that way because 3 battery, 60 golden cassette each, that's 180. So it's 60 golden cassette cheaper, but you do need the camera and you do need 3 battery. Each patch you only can trade for 1 battery and the other you have to purchase it, okay? So I didn't quite mention about the battery here, but do note that is an option for you to get a certain 6-star character, especially those with Euphoria at a cheaper cost. Else, you can save up on this golden cassette and just trade for them when they appears. So the first one here is Vila. She is currently still in the shop. Like you open the game right now, you go to the treble counter shop, you will see her there. So if you want to trade for her now, you can. So what is she good for? She is good for rank up team. She is good for alt, but specifically plant, spirit, and intelligence because she changed their alt to rank 3 and she increases the damage of the ultimate. So is it worth getting her now? Kind of maybe. So why maybe? Okay, first of all, rank up team, that is her main team right now, and rank up team is slowly dropping out of meta. They need an upgrade, but we know that the future plant team may not focus too much on rank up and may start to go into ultimate, but still if ultimate Vila will work because she does boost the total mental damage that the ultimate can do. So that is something that we need to consider. And in terms of her sustained potential, she is still usable in a lot of contents, except for raid after maybe 10 plus million score. Your team might get one hit KO'd by the boss and she may not be able to tank that. She's better against enemies that does maybe 2 or 3 hit every round, but lesser damage because she does heal after every attack from the boss up to I think 2 times per round. However, there's a lot of sustain coming up in the next few patches. So if you think that you have more than enough sustain, at least 3 sustain or 4 sustain, especially if you want to use them for reveries, you need about 3 to 4. You can usually borrow 1 from the assist. So you technically need 3, right? So if you have sufficient, then you can skip Vila. Next we have here is Kakania. And Kakania doesn't have an Euphoria yet. And we are not too sure where she will belong in, which team. So it's better to save up for the next few patch to get the character that we really need. So I think for now, in patch 3.6, next patch, you can consider skipping her for now. Okay, but overall, if you really want to take the bet, the risk, you want to gamble, like she's gonna get Euphoria maybe in 3.9 or 4.0 or something, then here it is. Kakania, if she gets an Euphoria, she should be for plant team, okay, and she may be replacing Vila in those teams because due to power creeping, the boss probably will do even more damage as time goes. So Vila will not be able to sustain the team. However, Kakania has a better tanking ability. All they need to give her is mass healing, a better one. Then she will and should be better than Vila for future teams. Or if you really need even better sustain, you can put them together. However, again, like I say, there's a lot of other sustain character coming, so it's better to save for those character, and we should skip Kakania at this moment. Next here we have is Tuesday. This is a little bit special because Tuesday should be after J, and we didn't get Mercuria yet. So why is Tuesday? Why I put her here? That's because of collab patch. If considering previously during the Assassin's Creed, it was Spartodia, I think, right? It was Spartodia, and Spartodia was supposed to be later because it was supposed to be 37 if I'm not mistaken, right? Instead of patch 1.4, we are getting patch 1.5 character. So this could be the same thing. When the collab patch comes, then we will get Tuesday first before Mercuria and J. And when is collab? So collab patch should be 21 days after Ramona patch ends, because after it ends 3.5, then it will be 3.6. 3.6 is only for 21 days. And after that, it should be the collab patch. Okay, so Poison Team is still very much relevant. They can still clear all the endgame events, including raid. So it is quite worth to get the Poison Team due to how generic they are to tackle different type of fights. But if you really want the full Poison Team and you don't have enough pool, so you will be skipping Tuesdays for now, and you want to do this, you want to buy her out from the Treble counter shop, you can. But you have to wait 35 days before effectively able to use the Poison Team for multiple endgames. If you can wait, then it's better to buy Tuesday from the Treble shop. Next here we have is Mercuria, so she should be in patch 3.7, and she's mainly for rank up team, which again slowly losing its relevance in the current meta. So she's somewhat is the spirit version of rank up DPS at the moment, focusing on her ultimate. And since her cosmic energy buff stack is based on rank incantation, so any character that can do multiple rank 3 incantations and increases the ultimate damage of Mercuria, they will work very well. Okay, so a character, for example, Hisabeth, his is rank 3, so that can really increase cosmic energy. And with the out buff, it can further increase her damage output. And for Liang Yue, she's also good with her because Liang Yue's the Qiangliang status on the raid zone, it can rank up. So again, or the mix zone, it also rank up. So that helps to build cosmic energy stacks. So is it worth getting Mercuria? At this point, she is not really the BIS in any of the new archetype, more like a secondary option if you don't have certain option because how generic she is. Okay, so I would say if you are chasing for certain characters to make a team strong, then you may not want to get Mercuria. Okay, especially if you want to get her for your rank up team. To me, you don't need to do that. Okay. However, if you are and have multiple portrait for Mercuria and you want to use this treble shop in order to get her P5, then yes. Okay, if you have enough golden cassette, you should do it because P5 Mercuria is still very, very strong. And last year, patch 3.8, we should be getting J. And J currently has a problem because he cannot solo sustain. He depletes his own HP. Even with a thicker shield, the enemy can still easily kill him. So if that is fixed and he will be able to solo sustain, then yes, you should get him. Okay? He can be BIS in quite a lot of team. Repulse team, because he is a repulse character. Poison team, the reason of poison is because of Tuesday. Because Tuesday has this effect is that when any character does a debuff or a negative status, they inflict something on the enemy. Potentially, they will also inflict poison on the enemy. So if Jay is going to do many repulse and each time he's going to inflict burn, it can come along with poison. Jay as well has good synergy with Anjo Nala. That's because Jay does so many pre-pause, which is extra action, and that will give harmonic stack to Anjo. If the enemy does so much attack, especially for the first 2 rounds, then you should max out the harmonic stack in just 1 to 2 rounds. So yeah, he should be able to go well with Anjo Nala. Apart from that, he should be able to work very well in Igor's team together with Lopera. Lopera inflict burn should also benefit Jay. Then Ezio, repulse or poison. Okay, Ezio Fua or Ezio poison should work pretty well with Jay also. And finally, Liang Yue, if you are using him in Liang Yue's team, then all the burn that he inflict will also allow Liang Yue's Bane of All Evil piece to do even more damage. Okay, so I hope this information helped you guys out in terms of your pool plan, what you need to save the cassette for, not just trade all of them to Unilog because it's more expensive to do that, and we have so many good character with Euphoria that we can trade directly from the shop. Okay, so yeah, thank you very much for watching and have a good day.